We actually met probably 6 years ago or something, us two, and we worked together for lyrics and music, and we figured out that we could start a band, and so we just looked for a drummer, and I don't know, some months later we just had our first gig and started the whole thing. Now, some years later, we're here as a complete band and playing everywhere and having fun.
It doesn't really have a meaning, Dr. Watson. It was really just fun. And just the fun part, and because it sounded good. Actually, the name was Shirley Holmes and her favorite pussy. And then we kicked out the pussy because the male drummer decided he didn't want to be the favorite pussy. So we just ended up as Shirley Holmes. It's energy.
Yeah, it's rock, it's definitely rock, and it has influences from indie, alternative, crossover, grunge, and pop, punk. It's actually everything in there that we like to hear. Just comes out as a whole mixture of it. Want to add something, baby?
Come on, how would you describe our music?
No, it's energy. Energy says all.
Of course, we were not surprised that we won. I mean, we really appreciated the whole event. We had a really great amount of fun. Met a lot of very, very nice people there. Studio Nagran people, also Marek, he's Berlin-based, but going back and forth from Poland to Germany, as well as a lot of very, very cool other bands. And I think for us, we had a really, really good time there.
Yeah, and for the first time we actually saw the Fehlfarben live, the Farbenlehre live, and it was cool.
It used to be more inspiring than it is now because everybody from all over the place, from all over the world, wants to go to Berlin, and it's more or less. It gets a bit more uniform because there is a consensus about how music should sound to be modern, urban sound. Plus, Berlin is not a rock city. Berlin is more or less club sound. As far as I'm concerned, I like club sound, but that's not what I think a band should be about. Because we're talking about energy, and I prefer energetic music, and not really like doop 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 and just being cool and somewhere. So I think Berlin is starting. Well, it's not really inspiring anymore.
But the good thing about Berlin is that you can really do whatever you want. And this way, on the one way or the other, it inspires you through a second door or something like that. That's cool. Because in other cities you're bound to, there are people who really cannot deal with your music maybe because it's too fucked up or anything like this. And in Berlin you can just do whatever you want. It's cool. there are rock bands. I wouldn't say that there's other bands, or at least I don't know other bands with a mix of styles that we have. But of course there are rock bands which are harder, other ones which do more traditional rock sounds. And the competition, yeah, it exists. But I think the bigger competition is that in a city like Berlin, you've got every night hundreds of events. So it's difficult to get the people going to your event because they open the newspaper and it's full. It's like, oh, we can go there and there and there and this. It's like getting you crazy. But for the rest, no, I think bands are more or less getting along very well because everybody's in the same situation. So it's fine. We are working on a second CD, and actually we don't know which way is it going yet. I don't know, it's quite exciting because on the last CD you've got these many influences and it's exciting to see whether it's going to be a bit more compact or if it's still maybe going in other directions. We will see.
The one thing is for sure, it is going to be wild.
Of course. This is not going to change.
Wild and crazy.